Chicago specifically, what do you feel like the big challenges are against them?
Chicago, they love to play with tempo. They are a dynamic team, ball handling and shooting at every position. And, they can frustrate you because they have multiple players that they get you to become a little bit more selfish on the defensive end because you're guarding somebody that can play and spread you out and make you pay for it. So we have to be ready to defend at a high level.
Coach, you've played with and coached against and seen a lot of rookies in your time. Evaluate your two rookies for us. A little breakout performance by Cormier in the last game.
Rookies are like roller coasters at times. Sometimes it's fun, sometimes it's not so much fun. But they are both doing a good job of coming back to work every day with the right attitude, putting the time in. They want to improve and get better. And as they kind of told us, they don't see a lot of rookies around the league getting consistent playing time. So they're grateful and they're thankful for the opportunity, and they both been good for us.
Coach, are you looking forward to the stress that Chicago can put on you and seeing how your team responds to it when you talk about the action?
No, I'm not looking forward to it, but I know it's coming. Again, Chicago, they do a lot of things really well. Vandersloot quickly are experienced guards. They both shoot the ball well, solid ball handlers. DeShields is a talented forward. Lavender and Dawson shoot the ball well in the front court. Gabby Williams comes off the bench, causes problems. Parker, Copper. So they have a lot of players that can hurt you. And so, in particular, on an afternoon game where we haven't had a shoot around, I'm curious to see how we're going to come out and get this game started.
How do you combat their versatility and their ability to run and get out and run the floor? How do you combat that? What's your strategy to combat that today?
Well, I think we just have to try and remain committed to the multiple efforts that it takes to play against a team like this. Different than Vegas, right, where they play through their bigs a lot. Cam, and Wilson are going to touch the ball multiple times, and then the ball comes back out to shooters. With Chicago, anybody can shoot at any time. Almost similar to Washington, where you never know where it's going to come from. And so I think you have to be willing to put the energy in that it requires defensively, but then also have the patience and the discipline on the offensive end, not to just run down the court and shoot the first shot you see every time. Our advantage is to sit this team down and make them defend us for a little while.
Who are you thinking starting five, and what are you looking for specifically from those players?
It'll be Chelsea McQuana, TRP, Candace and NECA, and again, it's just starting the game, with the competitive mindset right from the start. It won't always be pretty. Against Vegas, we didn't necessarily shoot the ball well in the first quarter, but we competed hard. And this afternoon, that's what we'll have to do to make sure we give ourselves a chance right from the start. It's going to be difficult for Candace to consistently, I think statistically at least, appear as though she's having a great game. It's really more so being able to sustain the physical effort and energy it takes to play in the WNBA. And when you haven't played a lot of basketball over the last several months, you miss significant amounts of time in the preseason practices. It's hard to sustain that. So more so than what her final stats are this afternoon, I think the signs that we look for, the other night she rebounded the ball, pushed it herself on the break, went to the hole, finished a few plays. Defensively, she was active. So to me, those are the things you look for more so than her points and rebounds that are telling us that she's starting to get herself back, in good game shape.
If you're starting Gray and Williams, who do you kind of lean on coming off the bench to kind of be in a point guard type role?
We typically have been doing it by committee anyway. Marina's been coming off the bench doing a good job. Sydney, who started a handful of games for us and did a good job, is comfortable with the basketball in her hands as well. And then we have Candace and TRP that both as forwards, have brought the ball and initiated some things for us. So that's a great part about our roster is we don't have to rely on one person dominating the basketball to bring it up. And we'll probably have to do that a little bit today.
Thank you. Thanks, Coach.